Hi crafters, it's Hannah here. In this video series, there will be 2 videos. I'll be showing you how I made this little mini album with envelopes. It's an envelope mini album, and I'll be showing you how I put it together. And yeah, let me just tie that back up. I hope that you enjoy this and give it a try. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so the first things that we're going to need to build our mini album is pages. I'm not very good with grammar. And the pages for this are envelopes. So I'm going to show you how to put them together. I've got some here already done, so they're very cool. I like them a lot. Oh, I need another ink. Let me just grab that. Is it cherry cobbler? That's cherry cobbler, isn't it? Yeah. So 3 envelopes. You're gonna take 2 of them and put them back to back, so they're opening that side and the opening that side, back to back. I mean, to be honest, it doesn't matter a great deal whether it's back to back, but that just seems to work better for me. And then I'm going to put some fuse. You could use wet glue for this, it doesn't really matter. And then you're just going to line those up and stick that together. So that's 2 pages. So you're going to put it down on your surface with that flap that you've just made facing up. The other envelope, whoops, we're just going to cut a sliver off the end, so that can be our pocket page. And when I say a sliver, I just mean I'm just lining it up with, that's the cutting track there, and there's just another line over, so that's what I'm lining it up with. Let me zoom in so you can see. Okay, I'll zoom back out in a sec. Is it clear? Yeah, so that's the cutting track, and then just a smidge over the cutting track. I know that's not focused very well. So you can see I've literally just taken a smidge off the end. Okay. Whoops, too far. There we go. So that's that done. And then we're going to bring this back in. And this is then going to fold the back bit back. And this is going to slip into here. And you want to make sure when you do this, you only want to put adhesive on one side so that this pocket will stay open. And I'm going to put it so it's stuck to the opening here, does that make sense? So I'm going to put adhesive on just this side here so it sticks to here. It just makes it a little bit easier and neater. And not too far down, because you don't want it to any sticky here. So, oops. So this is the end that we've cut, and I've just put adhesive on this flap, so that's going to slide into here and stick down. So then when you open this, you can see that's where you've stuck it down, and it's stuck to the opening side. I hope that's making sense as I'm saying that. So then you've got a nice neat pocket there, and that's going to be the middle of the page set, I guess you want to call it. And then this flap, you can either stick it on top or tuck it in, and I think I'm just going to stick it on top. So, and my fuse has just finished. Awesome. Let me just grab some, where's my Tombow? There it is. So, just going to put some, this one you can stick it all over, it doesn't matter. You don't have to be careful with this side. So, that's our pages done. And then I just take my bone folder and give that a bit of a squidge. So you've got the envelope that you've cut, that's the middle, and then you've got these two sides there. This is open, and if you wanted to you could use that as a pocket as well, but I'm going to cover it up. And then you've got the pocket in the middle, and you do as many of those as you want for your book. So I've done 3. 2 here already are decorated, so I'm just going to show you how to decorate the pages now. I will have all the measurements for the pages in the description below, so if you click show more it will be there, and also over on my blog I will have a list of everything that I've used there as well, and images that if you click on it, it will go to my shop, so if you need to get anything you can do it there. So I've cut everything already just so this video isn't hours long. For the pages that you haven't cut, you need a piece of designer series paper that is 6 1/4 by 4 3/8. Okay, and then for the page that you have cut, the designer series paper is 4 1/4 by 6 1/4, and that's just because we've taken that little edge off there. So what I'm going to do is show you putting it together, and then where I'm just going to carry on. So I've made this set up already, and I've added the hinge to it, and I will show you how to do the hinge in a second. So this is just showing you how to put the sets of pages together, and this is one that I've done here already as well. So I've added the hinge to this side, and I'm just going to take off the tape backing here, and there's a crease line here, and that's just where I'm going to line up this set of pages. So making sure it lines up with the other lot as well. Where's it gone? There we go. And then just press that down, and then we can add our page decoration. What we need to do though, before we actually, I should have done this a bit of a different way around. I'll show you what we're going to do with the pages. So that's how we put them together anyway. So there. With our designer series paper, we're going to decorate it up a little bit more. This is the, what's it called? Presents and Pinecones designer series paper. So it is basically a Christmas paper, but I wanted to do something with it so it wouldn't just be for Christmas. You can change up the paper and use it for any occasion, basically is what I'm trying to say. So as I said, I've cut all the paper already, and all I'm going to do to each one is do some stamping right on the paper. So I won't show you all of this because it will get very long. So I'm using early espresso and cherry cobbler, and I'm just doing some random stamping on each one, and then just taking a sponge and sponging the edges as well, just to change the look of it up a little bit, grunge it up just a bit. Okay, so that's one done, and I've got these cut in order of what I need them in the book. So this one I have, oh yeah, I've done that one already, so there you go, some stamping on that one. And then we are going to need some smaller pieces for the pockets. We're going to add some pockets as well. So this is 4.5 by 2.25. As I said, don't worry, the measurements will be in the description bar below. And we're going to do the same thing to all of these. Okay, and then just a little bit of stamping as well. I'm probably not showing you this in a very good order, but hopefully you'll kind of get, whoops, what I am doing. Okay, like that. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to pause the video and do all this stamping, and then I will come back. So I've just got one more page left to stamp up and decorate. So I'm just inking the edges with the early Espresso, and I'm going to do some stamping on it with a cherry cobbler. And this is, did I say this is the Timeless Textures stamp set that I'm using, which I am in love with as well. I know I say that about everything, but I genuinely do love it. It's so pretty. Okay, so I've stamped on all of the pages, the designer series paper, and that's for the little pocket. I'll come back to that. So, and again, as I said, all the measurements for the paper that you need will be in the description, so don't worry about if you've missed the measurements. So now that all the pages are decorated, I'm just moving things out of the way here, we can go back to putting it together. So you just saw me attach these 2 page sets together. I think I want to call them page sets, I don't know what else to call them. And now this will fit nicely on there, so that flap will be covered. So you can use whatever adhesive you like. I'm going to use Tombow just because it will be a little bit quicker, and also it gives you that little bit of wiggle room so you can make sure it fits nicely. Okay, so that's that one done. Now we need a hinge to attach this and this set of pages here. So for the hinge you need a piece of cardstock that is 6 3/8 by 2 inches, and you're going to score that at 1 1/1/8. That would be there, and yeah, 7/8. Yeah, sorry. You're going to score it at, on the 2-inch side, at 7/8, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There. And then score it at 1 1/8. So that's there. So you'll have that, what can you see? Just like so. And you're going to fold on those score lines. And again, all the measurements will be in the description. So that is the hinge piece. Then we're just going to add some tape to the back. I'm using tape for this just because it makes it a little bit easier. Whoops. And I like straight edges on my tape, so that's why I use a ruler to tear it, but you can literally just rip it. And then on that side, whoops. And one more. Whoops. See, you can just tear it. There we go. So that's our hinge piece, and then we're just going to take some scissors and mitre the edges. And I do this after I put the tape on, just because it's easier to put it on when it's just straight edge, because if you do that then you've got to try and you can get the tape right to the edge this way, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so we've got our 2 page sets there already done, and this is the hinge piece that's going to go on there. Okay, so you're just going to line up this score line with the edge of the pages as best you can. Line it up and then stick that down, and that's ready now for our next set of pages to stick on. Let me just put a piece on, whoops, on here. Okay, I'm making a mess today as usual, so that is ready to go. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that to the side for 1 second. I don't know if I've shown you this in a very good order today. Yeah, I might, yeah. So we've got our page set that we made earlier with the pocket in the middle, and now basically we're just going to decorate that up, and I need yeah, so as I said, the measurements will be in the description. This one, the front page, you need to leave for now because that's where we're going to stick that, but we'll decorate the rest of it first. I just think it's a little bit easier. So you've got the measurements for, I'm going to call this the whole page, the designer series paper to stick on that there, and then this is the pocket page, and this is where we've cut the designer series paper just a smidge shorter so it will fit on there. Okay, so that's going to sit on that side. So on this one, the middle pocket page, I want another pocket to go here. So I've got a piece of cardstock that is 5 1/4 by 3, and just grab my scoreboard, and that we're going to score at 1/2 inch on 3 of the sides. So whoops, 1, 2 and 3, and you need 2 of these, so I've got another one here. 1, 2 and 3, and then all we need to do is put some tape on this as well. So I'm just going to pop some tape on. So this is a really quick pocket to put on. It doesn't take very long at all. Oops. And the same on this one. So for each page set you need 2 pockets. Okay. So we have that, and then we're just going to fold on those score lines, could put the tape on before or after this step, it doesn't matter at all. And then we're just going to miter those corners. So basically that square, you're cutting that out and a smidge extra, like that. This is the same way I do all pockets, really. So that's the basic shape for a pocket, and then when you fold it up it will stick like that. And I'm just going to ink the edges of this. When it's folded, just ink those edges. And the same on this one. Excuse me. Okay, can bring our page set back in. So we're working on that middle pocket there, pocket page, and this is going to get stuck at the bottom. Oops. And just gonna line it up with the designer series paper. There you go, so there's your pocket, and then we've got the little piece that was 4 by 2.5 to stick on there. Okay, so that is how we decorate the pages, and I'm just going to carry on and do the rest in the same way. So this middle pocket page, this pocket is just going to get stuck on there, just the same as I've done this. I'm going to do the same for the rest, so I will be back when I've done that. Stuck all my designer series paper on this page set. So when you're doing your page sets, just make sure you leave the front and the back till last, so you can put your hinges on and then put your designer series paper on. So I'm just going to do that with you now. So this is just going to line up here, like so. I've got sticky fingers now and I'm making a mess, so I'm going to cover it anyway. And then you can put your designer series paper on the top. So make sure as well that you check out my online shop, because there is a clear out sale to make way for all the new goodies that are coming in the spring summer catalogue, and there are some things from the main catalogue as well that are discounted. I haven't looked yet, so I don't know everything that's on there, but there's a lot. And then the back, I don't know if I said you need to have a hinge on the very front as well, so I can't remember if I said it or not. And at the back. So I hope this is all making sense. Okay. That's just going to stick there. And then this last piece. Okay. So that is all of the pages done. I'll just have a quick flip through. So you've got a hinge there on the front so we can connect to the cover, and then that is one page set. That's another page set, and this is the page set that we've just done together, and the hinge at the back to attach the cover. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop this video here, and in the next video I will show you the cover, how I'm going to decorate that, and then how we're going to put it all together. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.